apparently PETA and Carol Baskin down at Big Cat Rescue got me on the news again yesterday, but you know what? Who cares? There's no such thing as bad press. But I'd have to agree with President Trump about one thing, and that is fake news. Let's take the Daily Oklahoman or the Tampa Bay Times, for example. I wouldn't pay $1 to wipe my ass with either one of them newspapers. You know, you can interview with either one of them, and they'll never print anything that you've got to say about the truth. All they want to do is print PETA. You know, if they wanted to print the truth, the first thing they'd ask is, how come PETA kills 87% of the animals that they get their hands on? If they wanted to print the truth, they'd ask, how come PETA just was found guilty and had to pay a fine for stealing and killing some 9-year-old little girl's dog? If they wanted to print the truth, they'd print how come the United States Department of Agriculture declared them domestic terrorists in 2009. If they wanted to print the truth, they'd print how come the FBI testified in front of Congress. How come they needed more money to monitor PETA as our #1 domestic terrorist. Oh, but they don't want to print the truth. They want to print how come Kathy Stearns down at Dade City Wild Things is written up by the United States Department of Agriculture. Or how come Joe Exotic in Wynnewood, Oklahoma has done something wrong against the United States Department of Agriculture. Has nothing to do with how come Big Cat Rescue's had 190 cats die down there in Tampa, Florida, or how come she's funneling money between the Humane Society of the United States and Humane USA and 7 other non-profits that we would all consider laundering non-profit tax money. You know, but hell, nobody wants to report any of that shit that's going on. But you know, the big question is ever since President Trump took office, they've had to take all of our inspection reports offline because it's a violation of our constitutional rights of private information being on the internet. And my last inspection report showed up on Big Cat Rescue's Facebook. Less than 60 days of it being written up by the United States Department of Agriculture. You ain't even got enough time to file a Freedom of Information Act. So the big question would be is, where the hell is the leak within the United States Department of Agriculture? Has Carol Baskin got that much pull that she's got people working within the United States Department of Agriculture to where she can get people's private information before it's even released with the Freedom of Information Act? You betcha. I could care less if you put anything I do out there online. PETA, Big Cat Rescue, or anybody else. Because you know what? I ain't got nothing to hide. My cages are as tall as the United States Department of Agriculture told me I had to build them. Whether or not one of these tigers crawl out a 16-foot cage or they crawl out a 10-foot cage, I'm still within the boundaries of the United States Department of Agriculture requirements. A hell of a lot more than Pat Craig out there in Kingsburg, Colorado with 8-foot fucking cages in a 3-foot fucking snowdrift. Let's start asking some questions, and we're going to start working on some solutions within the United States Department of Agriculture, because we got a few tricks coming up our sleeves here in the next future, and we're going to start getting some answers. And you know what? Yeah, I'm running for governor of the state of Oklahoma, and I got a surprise for you. I spent all day yesterday in the city of Oklahoma, and there's a whole lot of government employees itching to vote in 2018. And a whole lot more people are going to vote because that's a secret ballot, and they can vote without anybody knowing who the hell's voting. So I think in 2018, you're in for one hell of a surprise, because the state of Oklahoma is going to take the lead of changing a few things in the United States of America. I'll see you tomorrow for another video message. So until then, PETA, Big Cat Rescue, kiss my ass.